Hey, so I made this floor plan last night and I tried a couple of new things that I didn't think of previously that are really pretty simple and made quite a difference in the way that it looked. So the first one was wind. So I've used wind in Blender maybe once or twice and it was on a pretty big file and it ruined the whole project. So I never really used it again. And then when I was making these drapes, I thought, I wonder if wind would work? And it worked. Like this is this is the impact that it has on it. It's incredible. Like I hardly did anything. I just let this ball, like it's pinned here, and then I used wind here and wind here. It's set on 20. And that's it. And then I have this drape here for the smaller bedroom window. I used wind again and it wasn't as impactful, but it's still kind of nice. Also, these, I just made these. I don't love them though, so let's make some more. So when you want to make some drapes for a window, just choose whatever window you have and then select that top edge. So hit Shift D. And then I'm going to open this window here. Just separate that. And then I'm going to go P and by selection. So back into object mode, I'm going to select just this edge here, tab back into it, and oops, I'm going to click 1 and then Control R. And then I want like lots of vertices. I'm going to select everything and then check or deselect and then just bring that out a little bit. And then select everything again. And then I'm going to E and Z just to bring that all the way down to the ground here. Bring it through the ground a little bit. So you can Control R for the top part and then Control R for the bottom here. And then in the center, I'll have like, just a little bit of geometry. And then just press escape. So you also want to Control R for the edges here so that it's sharp. And you could have one at the top, but I think it's fine. So we're going to Control 2 for subdivision. And then you want to add a cloth modifier. And so go back to the very beginning of your animation and then want to make sure that your wall here and your floor has collision, and also you want it to have some thickness, and try and apply all the bevels to it. And if you have a really complicated house, then you can just go in here and then just like separate out a bunch of pieces, duplicate them, and then add collision. I do recommend having the colliding objects like a little bit away from the drapes because it just, if you're having problems, try that. All right, so anyways, we're gonna shade smooth that and see how this is almost touching the wall. It's not really a good idea, but oh well. I'm gonna try it. So now this is the other epiphany that I had. I was like, wait. Okay, I'll tell you in a second. Let's just press play and see if that works. Yeah, that actually looks really lovely. It's so pretty. Yeah, that's good. That's really nice. Like I've been trying to get this effortless look of where the fabric kind of pools at the bottom. And we can also try here and bring up the quality a little bit to 4, and then I'm going to bring the self-collide distance down. Let's try that again and see if that makes a difference. Make sure you scale that, and let's try that. They make a difference. All these little tiny things, they really make a difference with like cloth animations. I'm gonna try one other thing. I want to see what it will look like if we get rid of that. See how this side is collapsing in because it's too close to this wall. Oh well. Yeah, that's actually, I kind of like that a little better. I kind of like that a little better. Oh, this might be my favorite one. Might be my favorite one. And then what you can do is you can just go and you can accept everything. So now, because like I was saying, I like the subdivision, or did I tell you that? I don't know. I actually like the sub level above the cloth, even though you're technically supposed to have like the cloth first. I find that it looks nicer. The only problem is now you're kind of stuck with high res geometry, so you have to accept this one first. So you could have it at a level 1 if you wanted. So you can accept all of these, and I recommend shifting to have an extra one. But I'm gonna try something. I want to, where's the center? This is the center. I'm gonna select this whole, and I'm just gonna press V to separate that. And then we'll have to control R here and control R here. And probably have one. Should have done this before I did control V. Shift B, I mean. All right, let's see what that does. Yeah, that actually looks nice. And then you don't have to worry about pulling them apart after. It's like really annoying. Oh, I love it. I love it. Do I love it? I don't know. I don't know. They're walking. Okay, let's try it. What if we do this? And that looks really weird. I don't like that. What if we take this and then with proportional editing, I'm just noticing that it kind of, it's just looking a little odd. Do this side as well. Was it? That was that wall. And I'm going to wait for this to get here. And then I'll press spacebar. Yeah, actually, I really like that. I really like these a lot. So I'm going to accept these. And I'm going to copy it. I just got to step back here because I just wanted to put my wall back. All right, and then the very last thing that you could do is go into edit mode, and you want to have your seam here, your top stitching. So I'm going to choose both of these lines, Control B, and then just scroll up once, and then I'm going to take the very center of that and this one, and then just bring it forward a little bit without proportional editing. Yeah, that looks kind of like curtains. And see, now they're a little bit higher than the window. You know what? You could have that little piece of that comes out of the wall. Maybe I'll do that. But if you're like, oh, the curtain is the wrong length, this is the last thing I forgot to tell you. And then the wind is here. Yeah, the wind didn't really do much for this one, but if you go into tab mode here, when you're done your curtain, because you let it fall without the shape, you can just take all of these and then turn back on your proportional editing, and then you can just bring up your curtains. I mean, you can do this anytime, so you can use this, your curtains on, right? Like any project. It's so cool. I could even put these, I like that super long. Oh my god, I'm definitely gonna end up using these again. But I will keep them here for this purpose, the purpose of this video, and that is pretty much it.